Hello everyone, welcome to another video where today what I'm actually going to be looking at doing is a quick engine oil change on my 3 Series as well as an air filter being changed. So it's a quick little service, but I thought this is going to be something the car needs it. It's been through more than enough mileage since I got it. I did an oil change at the beginning, but this is another fresh one. So it's been about 10,000 miles or so since I've actually picked the car up. About 165,000 now on the clock. It's running like a champ. This is really underrated car. Fingers crossed everything goes well. But yeah, going to be looking at doing the engine oil change as well as the air filter now. I got these parts from A2Z in Birmingham. Give them a shout if you are looking for anything for your car. They always hook me up with a really good price. That's the important thing right now. But yeah, I've not really seen too much about this engine oil before, so I thought I'd give it a try in this car. They said it's quite a good brand, so I thought give it a try. So first things first, get the engine bay open, as you've seen I've already done, and locate everything. So the oil filter on this car is just over here. The air filter is actually underneath the covers just around there. Oil filler cap just there, so where you fill up the oil. Now the other option to do right now is you could use the oil suction cups, which I do have one over there, but it's already filled up with oil right now, so I can't really use it. So when it comes to emptying this out, I keep it in a black bin bag just to make sure if there is any leaks in it, it won't get onto the floor. And you just take off the cover here, which is what you attach all the other little pieces to. And then it basically becomes a little point to pour out your oil. So I'll try and do this very gently. I've kept the plastic paper at the bottom because in case I overfill the bottle, it won't go all over the floor. It will at least go onto the plastic, which I can then look at disposing of. This is the little cover thing you get with this. So you just pop this back on. Really, I shouldn't have taken all the oil off of it, but there we go. And with this one, you basically get to do all the suction work with. So with this, the best way to actually take out all the oil is through the dipstick port here. Just gonna go put the dipstick down on the table. So from here, I'm gonna try and find the thickest tube that goes all the way down to the bottom. So this one actually looks like it's going down. Which is good news. Oh yes. Oh, that's gone really good. And obviously the thicker the tube that you can connect up, the quicker the fluid will come out. And what I like to do is just under this joint, just connect it up, and then all you gotta do now, so I was actually able to get the bigger one connected. Come over, yeah, perfect. It got to the point where you could hear loads of air coming out, so that basically means it's all clear and done now. Just gotta take this out. I'm just gonna get some tissue and clean it up as I do that, and then we're all done. And you can see that it has started to become like this. So there's air in the line now. So for this, I'm gonna grab the 36mm that I've got here, as well as the extension piece. Just makes my life a little bit easier, and I'm also going to grab the breaker bar. So with this, it's connected up. From here, just attach your ratchet like this, so you can get your electrical ratchet. Or in fact, we could do the ultimate lazy thing of get some cloth ready. Because you're going to look at taking this off. I removed the dipstick because it just helped. But yeah, just boom. This actually looks like a really good condition filter at the moment. So I'm very glad to see that. Don't think it's got any random markings that I've been able to spot just yet. But like I said, it's good condition. And I'm breaking everything, but there we go. It's gonna be worthwhile actually cleaning this out while you've got it off, just to get rid of more old engine oil. So I'm opening up the new oil filter. It does come with the washer for the bottom, but we're not changing that on this occasion because we're not even going underneath the car. But I can look at taking out the filter's O-ring. So grab this piece first. Gonna look at changing the O-ring on the housing. Before I do anything with that, I'm just going to open up my oil. I'm gonna tilt it like this. Got a little bit of oil here to put onto the new O-ring. So I got the little picking tool here, which then you just go underneath, just pull up the old O-ring, grab the new O-ring, get some oil all over it, get this ready to go back on. And then grab the new filter. It doesn't make a difference which way you fit this on, but once you get it on, just pop it back in and start hand tightening this just to make sure that you've actually got a good seal with it. Going back to being extra, just gonna tighten this up. I'm joking, I ain't gonna do it with the impact wrench. Probably break something by doing it with something that strong, but just do it. Do this with a normal ratchet afterwards. And I think it's down to like 30 something Newton meters, but put the dipstick back in. We're all sorted. Now, before I fill up more engine oil, I'm actually gonna look at removing this cover. So take off the plastic here. And then I gotta get the Allen key size for this. And then you should be able to just slide it forwards and off. So I believe the air filter is actually just underneath here. So I just need to undo these. Just gonna, now that I've untightened those, just slide this forward, nice and easy. And grab this filter, which really I should have got a replacement for, so I want to grab a replacement of that soon. From here, should be able to unclip this. There we go. So wiring removed, and now I've got these, I think they're T30 Torx bits, those four at the back. But now that I've removed that, this should just pop off. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if there's a fourth one over there. So I thought I'd bring you over. So you got this one just here, one just there, that one at the back here, and you got one just over in the back, just there, right at the back. So you gotta take those four off. That should allow you to remove this piece as well as this cover. I think it's the same as the ones that were just over the engine. That one at the back was really tight. There we go. That I can remove then. Oh, there's actually, that's the wrong one. So that one that I removed there was just to remove this from the housing, but there's another one. There's another one just there. Once you remove this, you'll be able to see it. So got to remove that screw as well. So I got out this longer attachment, which is a little bit thinner. So should allow me to get right down to the bottom of that. It probably would be easier if I removed this piece at the front. I think you have to slide this towards the back of the engine. Yeah, there we go. So then from here, you would think this was a lot easier than it actually. I think actually for me the best way might be lift this up, which is so this is going up through there. Aha! There we go. Let's have a quick look around everything. So there's the old filter. I think I should be able to just slide that out. Just slide it towards the back. Whoa. There's definitely a dark patch going on. I need a few little dead flies and stuff. Yeah, that's probably, I don't know when that would have last been changed, but definitely good that I'm doing it. Probably going to give this area a quick little clean out as well. Have to do the compulsory before and after. So that should help clear out the system. I'm not sure which brand that is. KRA? Yeah. Not sure what this is. But with 160 something thousand miles on the clock, doesn't surprise me that it's not original. So this is the new one. What I have noticed is there's this piece here, which I just need to be mindful of and putting it back in. And there looks to be a little groove at the bottom as well. So this groove that I was talking about earlier, I believe that goes towards the bottom, from what I can tell. That looks so much cleaner in there. All right, put this filter. I'll put this filter cover back on. So I managed to actually get this cover on. What I didn't realize was at the bottom left hand side here, there is a little bit of a plastic like alignment point. So I needed to make sure I got that bit in there first before putting the rest of it together. The rest of it, there's a little bit of trim that goes on the outside, so it kind of falls into place. Once you do that, everything else lines up really easily. Got everything tightened up now. So now that I've got that on, got to get all the other pieces back together, fill up the engine oil, put on the airbox part here, which to be honest, from what I can tell, you probably could remove this from about here, but these rubber points here are really battered. I've only got the one of these for now. Since I did remove this, I'm just gonna put this all back together. And I'm only gonna, it takes 5 liters in the car, but I'm only gonna fill up 4 right now. Check the then check the dipstick and then carry on. Right, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. It's actually, I'm just going to add the extra half a liter. So I'm happy with that. It looks like it's just underneath the fill line. Actually, just before I put this on, can't forget, gotta bring this back over. You gotta slide this in on the back area first. Let's come in at an angle. As you can see, when it says inspection, that's how many miles I got until I have to do the next oil change according to the old oil service. But what you got to do here is, so you have to hold this for 5 seconds and then turn the key on to first ignition, which is not that one, but just this one, okay? So just like that. So you got to do is you got to press this down for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn to ignition spot 1. Wait here, keep a hold of the button, and it says reset there, so you just let go, then you click yes once it starts blinking, and that's it. Oil service has been reset. So it's got 18,600 and blah 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 until the next one, but that's all good, and that's it. So if you go over to the next one now, it says 18,000 up until the next oil service. So after a quick change of clothes, the car is finally finished, and what I will say is using that pump does leave a little bit of engine oil in the bottom of the engine. It doesn't drain everything off as perfectly as you would think. It makes the engine oil change a lot quicker and more efficient in terms of time, but not all engine oil is drained out. You have to remember that. There's 1 litre left of this, and there's probably about 200 mil that I could probably put in extra right now to get it back to full. But that does mean there's near enough a litre of old engine oil in there. A lot of people will probably be like, oh, you know what, that's too much old engine oil in there and whatnot. But when you do a normal engine oil change, you still do have old engine oil in there as residue. The good thing about this is it makes engine oil changes a lot quicker and a lot more stress-free and you know, easier for a lot of people. I thought this is something cool to try out. I could have possibly tried to get more engine oil out of the car by moving the tube around, but it's just not something that I wanted to do at that time. I did think that I got more oil out than I actually did. Because it was filled up before, I couldn't actually see exactly what the oil level was at. I had a feeling it was around 5 litres, but it actually wasn't. It was just over 4. But not to worry, the car's still going to run fine. It's going to be still a nice little refresh for the car, and if it means that I get to do an engine oil change like this every 6,000, 10,000 miles, and just change the filter out, it's going to keep the car feeling really refreshed. I think the car naturally has a service interval of around 20,000 miles. So technically the old engine oil was fine. I just wanted to do this for my own peace of mind. I would recommend everyone to get that cabin filter at the same time to just ease up everything, and then you just know that it's all done. But yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment for me down below if I could have done anything differently, as well as please consider subscribing to see more from me. This car will get a bit more work done to it in the near future, so there's definitely something to subscribe for. Check out some other videos if you want to see what kind of stuff I get up to all around the cars. But yeah, for now, I'll see you all later. Peace out. Bye.